So much for my XFL season tickets. So this video is going to be my reaction to the video or the endorsement of Dwayne, the so-called Rock Johnson, for the Biden-Kamala Harris campaign. Now, before I kick off this video, take a look at this statement by Tucker Carlson. I found it very poignant and definitely applicable to this particular topic right here. He says, the larger lesson of the past 2 years is the left will not abide losing power even temporarily. For liberals, political power is personal power. Without it, they're exposed and terrified. Some become vicious. They believe they're meant to run this country, our government, and our culture. That right there is almost the inverse of our mission statement. Here it says they believe they're meant to run this country, our government, and our culture. They feel entitled. And what happens is they put people like The Rock in front of us so that we can be reminded that we need to bow to their wishes. That because The Rock says it, we need to go ahead and do that. Now, he's a very personable character. We get into that. But that is what people are going to push back on. You know, you can do what you want as a person. You know, I don't care who you endorse, whatever. But the reasoning that The Rock chose to endorse these people is just the biggest piece of crock I've ever seen in a long time. And to come from someone like him, who I thought was a smart person, he's not. Either he's not smart in the fact that he is intellectually dishonest, or he is just totally oblivious to what's been going on for the past 6 months to 4 years under President Trump and how the Democrats have been behaving. And so here's the deal. I'm going to go through the 3 areas, actually really 4 areas that he talked about here in this video. He even had a snippet of Kamala Harris and Joe Biden sitting 8 feet apart from each other, talking, laughing, ha, he. And the main question was when Joe Biden was asked, why should we trust you when you get into the White House? And the reaction was one of 3 things. It was because we want to tell the truth, because we're about healing, and it's about being about humanity. And at the end, The Rock talks about it's about being kind. Okay, so you mean the truth like this?
In the civil rights movement, I marched with tens of thousands of others to change attitudes.
When I was about the age of the guy standing over there, I got involved in the civil rights movement.
I was not an activist. I was not out marching. I was not down in Selma. I was not anywhere else.
Or healing like this?
All know, but most people don't know. Unlike the African American community, with notable exceptions, the Latino community is an incredibly diverse community.
Or humanity like this? Or kindness like this?
Trying to diminish our Second Amendment right and take away our guns.
You're full of shit.
All right, thank you.
No, shush. Shush.
There's a lot of guys. A lot of guys wanted.
I'm not worried.
Hold on. So much.
Give me a break, man. Don't be such a worried guy.
You see, The Rock, here's the deal. You are coming to an area that either you don't know anything about, or you are just being totally disingenuous. And so to think that the Democrats have been behaving or going to revert society back into truth, into healing, into humanity, and into kindness, when they are the ones who are in fact the ones lying, breaking this country apart, hurting people, and being mean. That's the Democrats. That's on them. That's their entire mantra. Look at what they did to Justice Kavanaugh. Look at what they've done during the riots, during the lockdowns. Look what they've done to Trump supporters, to people, to elderly people, to people who are sitting at restaurants trying to eat a meal and have them be attacked by Antifa or BLM. Here's the thing, Rock. What you don't understand is that what you are advocating for is the same people who are the ones who are responsible for all of it. The economy was going well. Racism was really becoming a thing where people were dealing with. Unemployment was low. The stock market was high. People's interest in the country was getting better. People's optimistic towards the future was definitely growing. You saw consumer confidence coming back. And all of a sudden you see the lockdown happen, and then the George Floyd, and then the riots happen, and then all these other things that are taken way out of context happen, where people were taking issues and putting it out there in a way that to divide the country so that they can have their own political interests met. That is what you are advocating for. And so here's the deal. The American people are not going to put up with this. All right? They don't like Hollywood people telling people how to vote. Now, in this case, I must say the video was done in a way that was pretty independent voter friendly. But at the end of the day, I think people will see through this. And I think they will see the fact that they don't like being lectured to by Hollywood types who haven't interjected anything into their lives other than during election year. You know, it's very disingenuous. The Rock is an extremely popular person. He is from the school of University of Miami, which I am a fan, or at least I was a fan football-wise. And he's given a lot of money to that organization, to that university. And he's been a pillar in society as just a person who is dead straight in the middle, person who has brought himself up from the bootstraps, more or less, and who has been just straight as an arrow and a very popular figure and very funny in wrestling and also in entertainment and in movies. And so I respected him. He bought the XFL, which I was a season ticket holder for the DC Defenders. But when that defunct, he went ahead and came in and bought them. And I refuse now to even be any part of the XFL. And so what's happening is, what The Rock's going to see is the 60 million Trump fans out there and people who are just sick and tired of people being lectured to are going to have backlash on this. People are already in the comments now in this Facebook page trashing him over this stance. It's ridiculous, and people are sick of it. They don't like being lectured to. They feel betrayed in a lot of ways. Just shut up and film, or shut up and wrestle, or shut up and dribble, or shut up and whatever you need to do. We want to be entertained, and that is what I have to say on the subject matter. What do you think about The Rock endorsing Joe Biden and Kamala Harris in a situation where we absolutely know that's very disingenuous, when we know that the Democrat Party has done nothing for the Black community, the Latino community? All they want to do is pander and put celebrities in front of us to let us know that we should feel a certain way. So if you like what we do with this channel, take culture, TV, movies, and politics and filter to you the right way, then please click the like, subscribe button, and the bell icon so you don't miss any future content. Click the join button below to check out us and join us with what we're trying to do. And we really appreciate that. And always, please check out some content that we have right